Reason why there's no God, randomness, such as lightning, earthquakes, tornadoes, they just occur. People either get struck by lightning, people don't get struck by lightning. Lightning doesn't strike twice. Lightning is random. So, people want to know what caused the Big Bang? Well, there is no cause. See, I know it's hard to understand. Everything needs a cause, but but it's the most mind-blowing mystery of all existence. What caused the Big Bang? Nothing. There is no cause. Randomness caused that. So if you want to say there's a cause, it's randomness. Just like when you develop, you're born. You don't know if they're going to be triplets, quadruplets. You're going to have birth defects. You're going to have extra chromosome. The mutation is random. The cause of the universe, no cause. It's randomness. Spontaneous combustion. Now, even before Big Bangs, multiple universes, um, other planets, other worlds, other galaxies, other elements. That's why we have to explore the cosmos. The more we explore the cosmos, the more we explore other planets, other worlds, the more answers we're going to find out. Because until then, if we don't, we're just going to have to rely on the data we have. And since the Big Bang occurred 5 billion years ago, and the universes and multiverses and prior to that, our data can only take us so far. If we want to know the grand mystery of it all, I think we're just going to have to go out there. We're just going to have to go out to other worlds, other planets, other galaxies. Unless there's a super mind-blowing breakthrough that we might not have to go out there, which could possibly be. But obviously if we go out there further, explore other planets of the world, other civilizations, other species, we can find out the most amazing mystery of all mysteries, of all existence, of everything. From nothingness to everything we have now. That's just the only way. I guess since we can't do it, we're just gonna have to rely on the movies for now. That new movie coming out, Interstellar, where Matthew McConaughey gets to go through a wormhole, gets to go to other galaxies, other worlds. It's kind of like, I believe Michikaku said, sci-fi fantasy, sci-fi fact. The fantasy becomes a fact. I think it only works for science, not horror movies, because when you put to horror movies, you know, um, it it defies natural. It's supernatural. It's like horror. It's but when you put things that are impossible and make it possible, sci-fi fantasy becomes sci-fi fact. So until then, I guess we're gonna have to just rely. Um, Look at movies such as 2001: Space Odyssey and the sequel, and Interstellar, because our Contact. But I think Interstellar, hopefully, is going to be an amazing movie and probably going to be very long, which is going to be good. Could be phenomenal. Kubrick could have a really award movie, and if they really display it really good and really accurate, if we were to go to other planet, world, or wormhole, um, there we go. That's all we have till now, until the NASA warp drive is completed and we get to go to other worlds and other galaxies. We know now there's, I think now 650 habitable exoplanets. That's a large number. Planets that we can live on. Just imagine what we could find. Not only help us, help everything, disease, help explanation of all existence. But until then, we're going to be stuck with unknown answers. And I think that's the only way we're going to explain it all. We just have to go out there ourselves. Until then, we're going to have to keep on with the hardest mystery, the biggest mystery, of all existence, and come up with a mind-blowing equation to explain it all. And who knows how long that would take. But I think there's two sides, Either we go out there, we find the answers, or if we can't go out there, quantum computing, the faster computers, the smarter the computers, the more data we can pull, we might be able to even explain it further. Who knows how long that would take? 5 years, 10 years? We could possibly still be around and have it explained. But I think one way or another we might, believe it or not, have the explanation in our lifetime. Two ways. When the NASA warp drive gets completed, we can go to other worlds, other galaxies. Or if not, quantum computing will take over. Scientists will come up with a mind-blowing equation. And of course, technology, new elements, and have go to have rockets and people go to space and Mars and other planets. The only problem with the exoplanets, until the NASA warp drive will be completed, is the distance. It's so far away. It's super far away. It's like not even rocket, we could go to another exoplanet. Our NASA warp drive would be the only hope. Or after that, somebody's have to create a amazing, I don't know, some kind of, literally it would be time travel. Because if the distance is so far, we can't go, it really would be time travel. Either through wormhole or some kind of time travel device that somebody can come up with, or the NASA warp drive, we can go as far as it could take us. At least, if we can't, maybe we can go to, if not one of the exoplanets, maybe we can go to another planet and gather data. So it's, that's the only problem, the distance. So maybe the movie Interstellar will give scientists ideas, make sci-fi fantasy a fact, But usually that takes so long, right? It's like a fantasy to become a fact. What was it, like 90s? I think we had those big, huge cell phones. And then what was it, like late 90s, the flip phones. And then a couple more years in the 2000s, the smartphones, right? It's gonna take a while. But, so, we might be really old, when this whole mystery of all existence will be solved. Unless, I think, if matter, they already came out with the matter, light in the matter in the light. I think we're on the groundbreaking breakthrough. Let's see what happens, perhaps in 5 years. Let's see if we can, the NASA warp drive is completed, and we can come up with new technology, because from matter in the light in the matter, and see what we can find out. Obviously, in Mars. I'm thinking Mars is kind of a dead planet. We've been there. What we haven't found much, right? I mean, we found that rock that had fossilized, and that was it. But maybe we didn't explore too much. We definitely have to go even further. Some other planet we can go to with the exoplanet, and perhaps with the matter and the light, the NASA warp drive, maybe we could make some kind of time travel device. Because if we can create new energy from light into matter, new matter, I think the sky is the limit. I mean, I think somehow it's I guess let's see what happens in 5 years. We'll see what happens. So either two ways, I think all everything would be explained. All existence, but all existence, whether Big Bangs, prior Big Bangs, or somewhat, at least one Big Bang explained. No, who knows? Obviously, two ways: either the quantum computing, the light in the manager, light energy and matter into energy, and the quantum computing take over. Scientists come up with a mind-blowing equation, or even new ways to develop technology with the NASA warp drive, or a new element, or some form of energy like matter that we can create, even some kind of time travel device, or we're just going to rely on the NASA warp drive and let's hope that gets completed, and then we can start going to other planets. I think that's the only two ways we're even going to get further and to explain. It's kind of hard to say it because it's so much information, but I think that's a starting point. At least a starting point. So I guess we'll see what happens in 5 years. The only place we can go to Mars, obviously, is because that's habitable. We can't go to Jupiter; we'll die from gases. We can't go to Uranus and Neptune. So that's all we have left. Let's go to is Mars. But the problem is, I don't know. It seems like there's nothing we can find. We're gonna have to even go further. And the only way we can do that is get that NASA warp drive completed, and hopefully that could be with the light, energy, matter, creates the time travel device, which the NASA warp drive would have to time travel, because at distances it's too far. We couldn't go in there without some time, either through a wormhole, or some time travel device. They said the NASA warp drive warps space and time, so I think that's really hope. So we might be able to explain everything in our lifetime. And our NASA warp drive, I believe, it's our only sort of a hope so far. Until new technology and a new prototype of some kind of machine. So that's just the only way to explore the whole cosmos, all those exoplanets. Because if the NASA warp drive warps time and space, then the sky's or the saying the sky is the limit, or the sky's the limit, or space is the limit. Well, you know what I mean. But we can go so far. So let's see how it all turns out.